Very good morning to and all. At the outset, I would like to introduce myself. I am Gvrmurthy. I am working as lecturer in soft skills in Aditya Degree College for Women, Kakinada. I did my BE Metallurgical Engineering from AU College of Engineering, Visakhapatnam. I earned my postgraduate diploma in Communication soft skills from Gvrmurthy University, Visakhapatnam. I achieved my ELTA certification from IFLU, Hyderabad, BEC certification from British Council, Chennai, and HITS certification from Wipro Mission 10X, Bangalore. Very recently, I have been awarded a gold medal and a silver medal from IIT Madras for my excellent performance in NPTEL English Language for Competitive Examinations and NPTEL Technical English for Engineers. I started my teaching career in 1999. In the last 20 years of my teaching career, I have taken thousands of English classes for several competitive examinations such as GRE, TOEFL, IELTS, GMAT, Cambridge SOL, CAT, MAT, Campus Recruitment Training, ISET, Banks, RRB, SSC, LIC, CDS, NDA, GATE, IES, and PSU examinations. Since the beginning of my career, I have got a plethora of opportunities to address the students of graduation, post-graduation, engineering, MBA, MCA, nursing, pharma, and the aspirants of several competitive examinations. Today, it gives me immense pleasure to stand before you on this occasion to speak a few words about the significance of certifications in English. Before I begin to deliver my lecture on the certifications in English, I would like to give you the significance of English. English is considered to be the lingua franca of the modern world. English serves as the most powerful bludgeon to bridge the communicative gap among different regions and nations across the globe. Globalization and the recent advancements in the fields of science, technology, and information technology have made a commendable contribution to the emergence of English as a global medium of communication. As a result of globalization, every person, every industry, and every organization is being subjected to a hitherto unknown competition of its character. So, a person who seeks to be appointed to any prestigious MNC must excel not only in technical competence but also in linguistic and communicative competence, which plays a significant role in the today's corporate world. As a result of globalization, many multinational companies have started their operations in India, which in turn has certainly transformed India into a major MNC hub. So, if a person wants to be appointed to any prestigious MNC, it is a need of the hour for every person to demonstrate his competence in English. I can proudly say that the emergence of MNC culture in India has certainly contributed to the development of higher education and the growth of employment potential in India. In this kind of scenario, if a person wants to grab more number of opportunities, it is the need of the hour for every person to demonstrate his competence and grab the opportunities. If you think that you know English, the world will not believe in you. It is your responsibility to prove to the world that you are good at English. Therefore, I can say that if you want to demonstrate your competence to the outside world, you need a very powerful bludgeon. The name of the bludgeon is called certification. So I can say that certification is defined as the most powerful weapon to demonstrate the competence of a person to the outside world. Today we are all living in the era of globalization. It means we have to follow the system of rat race. If you want to win the rat race, you have to be better than others. So if you want to be better than others, you need to have one cutting edge over the rest of the people. I can proudly say that this certification will give you that kind of wonderful opportunity. So I can say that certification is defined as our ability to demonstrate our mental quality and competence in one particular area. So I can say that certification is defined as our domain expertise in one particular area. Today, in the world of globalization, certifications are awarded in medicine, engineering, science and technology, humanities, arts, and languages. Today I would like to focus on the certifications in English. The first certification is AIELTA, All India English Language Testing Authority. This certification is awarded by the English and Foreign Language University, Hyderabad. It is one of the most reputed central universities of India, and the university is also reputed across the globe. So if you get selected in the certification examination conducted by IFLU, you will become an IFLU certified English trainer. The second one is BEC, Business English Certification. This certification is awarded by British Council New Delhi, British Council Mumbai, British Council Calcutta, and British Council Chennai. If you get selected in the certification examination conducted by any one of the British councils in India, you will become a British Council certified English trainer. And third one is NPTEL. NPTEL stands for National Program on Technology Enhanced Learning. It is a grand and bold initiative taken up by the Minister of HRD of the Government of India in collaboration with IIT Madras, IIT Bombay, IIT Delhi, IIT Roorkee, IIT Kanpur, IIT Kharagpur, and IISc Bangalore. If you get selected in any one of the certification examinations conducted by one of the aforesaid IITs in India, you will become an IIT certified English trainer. I can proudly say that regarding the NPTEL certifications, NPTEL offers thousands of certifications. But regarding English and soft skills, I would like to mention a few certifications. Number one, English language for competitive examinations. This certification is awarded by IIT Madras. Technical English for engineers. This certification is also awarded by IIT Madras. Better Spoken English. This certification is also awarded by IIT Madras. Speaking Effectively. This certification is awarded by IIT Kharagpur. Soft Skills. This certification is awarded by IIT Roorkee. Soft Skills and Personality. This certification is awarded by IIT Kanpur. Definitely, I can say that if you would like to prepare for any one of the aforesaid NPTEL examinations, definitely you need to have a lot of confidence. Not only NPTEL, if you would like to achieve ELTA certification or BEC certification or NPTEL certification, you need to learn what is the systematic procedure that you need to follow and what is the pattern of examinations and what are the suggested books of reading. Now, I would like to talk about the pattern. If you take ELTA certification, this examination consists of 4 parts, namely reading, writing, functional grammar, and vocabulary. If you take NPTEL, it will have 4 important parts, namely reading, writing, grammar, and vocabulary. But if you take BEC examination, it consists of 6 parts: reading, writing, grammar, vocabulary, listening, and speaking. If you prepare for functional grammar, vocabulary, reading, and writing, you can achieve only 2 certifications called NPTEL and ELTA. But if you get the BEC certification, you need to prepare well in the areas of listening and speaking also. Now let us analyze the contents one by one. First, I would like to take functional grammar. If you take functional grammar topic, you need to have the complete in-depth knowledge about some of the important elements such as parts of speech, subject and verb agreement, articles, prepositions, conjunctions, tenses, condition clauses, voice, reporter speech, wishes, causatives, subjunctives, participles, infinitives, and gerunds. We may call them as non-finite verbs, auxiliaries, errors, sentence improvement, idioms and phrases, and phrasal verbs. To get the complete knowledge about the different elements of functional grammar, you need to follow 2 important books. One is Contemporary English Grammar, Structures and Composition by David Green, High School English Grammar and Composition by Renan Martin. These are the 2 suggested books of reading to achieve a lot of proficiency in the areas of functional grammar. Number 2, vocabulary. Vocabulary is defined as a number of words that we know. I can proudly say that vocabulary is a vehicle of thought. The more the number of words, the better will be your ability to express your thoughts and feelings and emotions to the outside world. I can proudly say that vocabulary consists of 7 important elements. They are synonyms, antonyms, analogies, fill in the blanks, one word substitutions, odd men out, and paronyms. To get a lot of knowledge about these 7 areas, you need to follow 2 important suggested books of reading. They are Word Power Made Easy by Norman Lewis, Barron's GRE, and besides these 2 books, you have to develop the habit of reading any important English newspaper of your choice. Because if you want to achieve any important certification in English, the knowledge of vocabulary is very, very vital. I can proudly say that without having adequate mastery over vocabulary, it is highly impossible for you to acquire any certification in English language. Third one is reading. A long text is given. You need to be able to read the entire text, comprehend the meaning and message of the text, and answer the questions that follow the given text. Here I would like to tell you one important point that if you want to be able to understand the entire text, you need to know the meaning of every word that is used to construct the text of the passage. So I can proudly say that either directly or indirectly, your reading power is directly related to your vocabulary. The more your vocabulary, the more will be your ability to read very effectively. So I would like to write a request every one of you to develop your vocabulary power, to develop your reading comprehension power. And fourth one is writing. This is also one of the most important areas. There is a standard quotation in English language that writing makes a perfect man an exact man. If you would like to represent your thoughts perfectly to the outside world, you must be capable of making effective drafting in English. I can say that the writing section of any one of the above stated certification examinations basically aims at testing your proficiency in making effective and flawless drafting. In this drafting section, you need to write a paragraph, an essay, a letter, a summary, an abstract, a synopsis, or a paraphrasing. Definitely, I can say that without a lot of practice, you can never excel in the art of writing. Because in the case of speaking, even if you make a small mistake, the people will not tolerate. But in the case of writing, you need to represent your thoughts very effectively in writing. Therefore, I can say that writing makes an exact man. So, in the areas of writing, if you want to be able to demonstrate your competence, definitely you need to make a lot of practice, right? Whenever you have a concept of acquiring a certification, you need to make the small practice of writing the stories or everything, right? On the initial days of your starting of your career, you may not be able to acquire proficiency in writing, but as you keep on making a lot of practice, in the due course of time, you will get adapted to representing your thoughts in the form of writing and achieve perfection to represent your thoughts very perfectly in the case of writing. Therefore, I would like to talk about that whenever you want to achieve any such kind of certifications in LTA and NPTEL, if you practice listening, speaking, reading and writing, it is sufficient for you to acquire the certifications. But when you have an idea to acquire any certification from one of the British councils in India, besides the aforesaid 4 important activities, you need to develop the habit of listening and speaking. If you want to develop the habit of listening, in the listening comprehension section, a question is asked in the stereo and you should be able to answer the question either on a piece of paper or on your system. The question asked in the stereo can never be repeated. Right? You should be able to comprehend the question once and for all and represent your thoughts. So definitely, if you want to achieve a culmination in the case of listening, that knowledge is very, very vital. Last but not the least, speaking. Most of the people have an idea. If I want to prepare for BEC examination, do I have to speak English as an American speaks, or a British speaks, or an Australian speaks, or a Canadian speaks? No need, right? Not at all. Right? The most important objective of conducting the speaking section of BEC examination is to test your proficiency and your ability to use the language in the right way. They will give you the questions like, tell me about yourself. Tell me about your objectives. What is your goal? Tell me about your achievements. Speak about any person of your choice. Speak about any place of your choice. Speak about any animal of your choice. Speak about any objective of your choice. And speak about any object of your choice. Objectives are different from objects. And the most memorable moment in your life. So generally, the questions asked in the speaking section of BEC are related to your ability to speak spontaneously. That's called extemporaneous language. extempore is nothing but the speech made without any previous preparation. Whenever you want to excel in the speaking section of BEC examination, you need to excel in making your speech very extemporaneously without having to search for the use of the words. Therefore, the most important objective of the speaking section of BEC examination is to test your ability to speak spontaneously without having to search for the use of the words. So if you make this kind of practice, definitely you can achieve success in the BEC also. So I have given you the complete information about what are the certifications in English, what are the topics that you need to follow to achieve the certifications in the language, and what are the books which you need to read in order to achieve the proficiency so as to get the certification in the language. I think that I have put my effort in the right direction to provide you comprehensive information about the significance of certifications in the modern world. So I would like to take this wonderful opportunity to make an earnest advocation to both the faculty and the students of India to put forth their efforts in the right direction, exert your arduous and very strenuous efforts to achieve culmination in your career and achieve certification in order to enhance your professional career in the days to come. With these very few concluding remarks, I would like to take leave with all of you for today. Thank you very much. Thank you and all.